Back to Doom Patrol. I've been really liking this season so far, and I thought this episode really picked up the pace. Also, I'm sorry this review is coming out a little later than usual, I was a little bit busy. Although I will say this, the teen lingo stuff as a teen is a little outdated. The term square comes from the 90s, I believe. Or at least I think it is. I'm a teen, but I'm not a trendy one, so I don't know. But I know we don't say square anymore, I don't believe at least. First, I want to talk about Rita. This really has been Rita's season. This episode has her story continue with us seeing that she's starting to age. Kinda. She has grayish hair, but I would argue she doesn't really look too old. But regardless, I think April really stole the scenes of how she reacted and everything. And the moment between her and Rouge was amazing. I love them opening up to each other on that park bench. I thought that was amazing. However, I think Rita really needs to learn that she can be wrong sometimes. Like when she kind of cursed the entire team to de-age and how she was trying to come to her defense, I think she should have admitted that she was wrong at that moment. I felt like it was a little immature of her to try to, explain herself for that, because regardless, she still hurt the team. Next, I want to talk about Cliff. I think his story is starting to really warm up, and I'm really interested in his and Rouge's relationship, if it's platonic or romantic. Personally, I think it could be good either way. But if they go down the romantic one, I think they could really show how Cliff has grown, how he once was a womaniser and was sexist, and now he is a man who respects romantic relationships. And I think it would really show how much he's grown since his dead wife. Also, I love the Riverdale joke. I couldn't believe they did that. It was hilarious with the whole I'm a weirdo thing, and they even gave him a snake shirt like Jughead. I thought that was hilarious. Next, Crazy Jane. I'll be honest, I was a little surprised that they showed her pleasuring herself. I get that's important to the story, and it makes sense considering her story of feeling lesser than. So I'm fine with it that it happened because it made sense, and I understand that it was integral to the show, and I thought it was handled pretty well, because a lot of times she'll like to just do that for edge's sake, but I thought here it worked. Also, I really like her breakdown in the underground with how she thought they took her, and then she started like breaking down how saying like, oh, I was wrong, or like, how dare you take me away from my body, or like all that. I thought that was hilarious. And I also really like her moment with Kay when she was saying, I'm sorry that this is your body, and she's like, no, it's our body. You are also a person, and I really like that moment. Madame Rouge's episode I thought was also great. I really like that she is very clearly struggling with trying to redeem herself, and I like the idea that she wants redemption. And I like that it's not just like a average redemption arc. Instead, it's far more complex, as unlike many villains, she herself wants it, rather than someone trying to force her into doing it. And like I said, I love the moment between her and Rita on the park bench and how they hugged. I thought that was amazing, and I like that it was showing that they've grown. Cyborg wasn't given all much to do this time around, but I can understand that since the past few episodes, other than the Space Case episode, he's been a big focus. But still had some great one-liners, and I also love how Willoughby complimented him. I know it's such a small thing, but I think it was important to the show that someone complimented Cyborg, seeing the fact that I think a lot of people were being a little mean to Cyborg for the past few episodes. Also, did anyone else notice his braces disappear at the gas station? I'm guessing they forgot to add them during that scene, but I thought it was interesting how, you can actually see that they made a mistake. Next, Larry, in his search for Keeg, comes along with self-discovery, and I'm really liking his 104 friendship or romance. I don't know where it's going, but I'm liking it. For 104, I thought his flashback to his origin was very sad, and I like the parallels between him and Larry. And I also like that he's actually using his powers more than he ever did in the comics, except for occasional retcons. Here's powers I think are very stunning to watch, and I also like that he can actually touch Larry, as in the first time someone has ever been able to since his accident. And last but not least is Kipling. I always love Kipling. While I know the character was created after being told no to Constantine, I still think Kipling is great, especially in the show. In the comics, he's okay, but in the show, he's amazing. And that's it. Like always, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.